Hello there, and welcome to another episode of NaitchPlays Pro Evolution Soccer 5. As you can see, we are playing at home against Tottenham Hotspur in this game, and we've seen from match results in previous games that Spurs aren't doing that well. In fact, let's take a look and see where in the league they currently are. Not looking good. They are 18th, and they are yet to win a single game. They've only scored 4. We're yet to concede, so hopefully they will still be on 4 after this game. So hopefully this game goes well. The reason it might not is because if you take a look at my starting lineup, you will be able to see that I've had to make quite a few changes. So I've discussed a few times in previous episodes that I had no idea what the green and orange bars represented. Now I've just had a look because I'm actually filming this immediately after the Real Betis game. So I had a look, and the green bar is stamina, as expected, and the orange bar is fatigue, I think was the term it used specifically. So we've got the arrows of form, and then these two bars are the kind of the health of the player, as it were. And quite a few of the players we've been using were not looking good after the previous league game against Aston Villa. I also confirmed that Ian Robben is injured, but not severely. He's only got 1 week out, so the 45 minutes he played against Real Betis we could probably explain away. Speaking of the European football, I can confirm that it was Anderlecht who our next game in the Konami Cup will be against. And I suppose I shouldn't play Robben just to make up for his accidental appearance. But in terms of league games, he'll be back with us next game, I presume. I'm not sure how the weeks in this game progress. If you can have 2 games in 1 week, for example. So this is the team. We've had quite a few changes. Czech hasn't even made the bench because I think his form was quite low as well. We've not got a good set of form at the moment, with Carvalho and Drogba and Czech all being low form, high fatigue, and not the best stamina. As we can see, Johnson's not doing too well here either, so I've actually started Carlton Cole. Crespo is doing fine on the fatigue side of things and stamina, but his form is down. Unfortunately, we don't have any other strikers, and I actually noticed that the only thing we're not really reeling on is defenders. In fact, I'm just going to make another change there. Let's put Nuno Moraes on the bench, see how well he does. So I've had to leave Sean Wright-Phillips and Igor Johnson on the bench, even though they've got form and fatigue issues respectively. It turns out our squad depth's not that great, so hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt us. Let's see how it goes. I suppose I should have had a look at the there we go, the Tottenham Hotspurs lineup, and it's just going to disappear on us straight away. For some reason I've got it set to only important games having intros, and the only game that has had one was the opener against Charlton, which was our only 3-star game so far. So I have no idea how the game decides that. I might just have to change it to show that permanently. Ooh. Could have been a nasty breakthrough for, I think it was Mido there, the Egyptian striker. Right, Right. See if any of our non-regular starters can impress in this game, because if they can, then they're more likely to play again in future. Although we clearly need to keep a rotation of some kind going. So a header clear over the bar from Mido there. Or is it Mido? I think I prefer the sound of Mido, but I might be wrong. Free kick conceded by Robbie Keane there. This game is on 4 stars, so hopefully we will continue our trend of doing well on 4 stars, apart from the 0-0 draw with Portsmouth, of course. If it weren't for that, we would currently be on... No, I was going to say we would be on 100% record, but we drew with Real Betis on 5 stars as well. We'd be on 100% in the league, we can say that at least. Man United currently are the only team with 100% record in the league. I didn't actually check to see how the other English teams had done in the Konami Cup. Probably not worth having a look until 3 games have been played, because then I can set up the knockout stages and hope that we don't draw them, because well, I'll be playing all of them on 5 stars anyway. I forgot I'd decided to do that, just for some challenge. Bit of a rubbish cross from the Spurs player there. I didn't see who it was. A bit of a rubbish takedown of the ball from Carlton Cole there, and now we're giving away a free kick where we shouldn't. That was not good play on my part. Oh my god, that was an amazing goal. That's the first goal we've conceded in the entire season so far, and I'm okay with that. Let's see that again. Wow, Robbie Keane. Just amazing. There's nothing else I could say about that. We're 1-0 down, and I don't care. Just, yeah, I'm speechless. Not quite able to get an instant reply there. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I do think Frank Lampard is our top goal scorer at the moment. I've got no idea who our top assist player is. You will, of course, because the statistics are on the graphic to the right of the screen. So I don't really know why I'm saying this. Ooh, Carlton Cole with a breakthrough here. Can he get it to Lampard? Doesn't quite get to the ball before Paul Robinson comes out. Just to throw the ball off for us for a throw-in. Thanks, Paul. I totally meant to give him the ball back there, just because they shouldn't have conceded it to us in the first place. Carlton Cole really should have been a free kick for obstruction there. Crosses it in. Crespo can't quite get ahead to it. Ooh. Can we get something going here? Let's get the shot off. No, it's deflected. Edgar Davids is blocking my shot. Lampard takes the shot, but it's saved by Robinson. I think that's probably the most significant chance we've had so far. I say as I head the ball straight into the net with Carlton Cole. Is that who that is? It is. He has his first goal of the season. We have our first ever equaliser. It's a 1-1. Not a bad header. I think that's our first goal from a corner as well. In fact, I might be wrong. I might just be making that up. I know we've scored quite a few from the penalty spot so far. 4 with Frank Lampard. Alright, so we've made up for probably the best goal we're going to see in this entire series from Robbie Keane. It is 1-1. That is actually the first goal we've conceded, so you would assume we now won't lose, because it's much more likely that either we will score again, or it's wishful thinking, or probably most likely neither team will score. But I wasn't expecting Keane to score that blinder of a goal anyway, so who knows what will happen. We're almost at half time. We have to see how the stamina is doing for several of our players who haven't been rested. I'm sure most of the rotation players can probably survive the rest of the match. Edgar Davids almost had an amazing run through our midfield and defence there. Not quite how he would have wanted that to end though. The ball knocks into someone there. I think it's just come off Makalele again there. No, half time. Just watch it. Wow. Just again and again and again. I could watch that one all day. Every angle. And then our equaliser. Headed straight in by young Carlton Cole there. So Man United are winning against Portsmouth quite comfortably. Arsenal are winning against Sunderland. We were checking out Fulham results previously, but I think they've dropped down a bit. Liverpool haven't started yet, and neither have Fulham, so we will continue. Right. I'm going to leave things as they are for now. No, I'm going to take Lampard off. No, I'm not. I don't have anyone to bring on. Unless either of these guys can take his place. Yes, they can. Lampard, and then Bridge can come on to be our, just make sure, left midfielder. Yes, right. Let's just check out this. So that was their only shot on target, that amazing goal from their only free kick. We've actually had 4 shots on target out of 4 shots, so that's not too bad. Let's see if we can keep up the pressure. Jeremy certainly keeping the pressure up there to stop Spurs from moving forwards. And now we have a goal kick. Right, let's get this moving. Makalele in the middle, just giving the ball away there. Might have to take him off if he's going to continue doing stuff like that. I think he was possibly one of the weaker players we had at the start. Carlton Cole almost with a great move there, unfortunately getting in the way after being knocked down. Almost with another breakthrough there, but he didn't quite react in time. SEM being bullied off the ball there by Jackson. John Terry keeping that pressure up. Edgar Davids collects the ball. And we're on the counter. Okay, Makalele losing the ball again. I think we are going to have to bring him off. Not necessarily his fault, but I think his stamina and fatigue was quite low as well, so that could explain why he's struggling. Carlton Cole, he manages to break through. He's got a run. Not quite fast enough though. And he can't stop Robinson from clearing the ball. But we're on again. Oh, no, not quite. Spurs with the counter-attack now, but SEM breaks through and gives us the opportunity to take Makalele off for Lassana Diarra. Let's see what Diarra can do. As long as we don't concede another goal, I will take it as a positive, really. Any games we lose are definitely something to view as a failure, but if we still get a point out of the game, then it's been worthwhile in the grand scheme of things. We don't want to draw too many games, of course, because we are hopefully trying to win the league. Hopefully emulating the real-life season that Chelsea had, because this was their first Premier League victory and their first top division win in 50 years at the time. Their first two league titles coming in their 50th and 100th year of existence, which is a very interesting fact. Ooh. Almost with a breakthrough from Crespo there, but Cole now having to track back and try and win back the ball. Oh, worrying breakthrough from Mido there, but it doesn't quite go anywhere. That could have ended up being 2-1 to Spurs. Not sure what that was supposed to be. It maybe, well, it must have come off. Well, probably Cudicini if they're having a corner. It definitely came off someone. We now have an opportunity to counter-attack here. Duff just about cut off there. Ooh. Lasana Diarra recovering the ball. And getting fouled. So let's see if we can make our third and final substitution. Let's definitely take Joe Cole off for... I'd rather not, but Sean Wright-Phillips. His form is low, but his stamina is high. Hopefully, the stamina makes more of the difference at this stage of the game. In my research into the stamina bars, I did find out what form arrows mean. They affect the attributes of each player, so a positive form arrow increases their stats by certain percentages, and negative arrows decrease their stats. So I don't remember the percentages, but just think of it as Sean Wright-Phillips will be a worse player if his form arrow is pointing down. He'll be slower, he won't have as much shot accuracy, he won't be able to tackle as well, that sort of thing. So ideally we don't want to be playing players with low form arrows, although if they are some of our better players, it might still be worth it if stamina and fatigue are fine. We certainly wouldn't be playing somebody like Nuno Moraes if he had a low form arrow. In fact, I'd be shocked if we play Nuno Moraes at all, to be quite honest. He certainly seemed to be well equipped in defence. We are struggling for centre-backs. I will just switch to a four-man defensive line. We have Paulo Ferreira sitting around doing nothing. I don't think we played Glenn Johnson yet. There's somebody else I know I'm forgetting. Wright-Phillips almost gets a shot off there, and then the deflection actually requires Paul Robinson's save. I can't remember who that player is. He's a left back. He begins with A. Not Marcos Alonso. He's Spanish, though, I think. Asier del Horno. I'm almost right. Oh, off the line. Oh, that was such a shame. I really thought that was going in, but I think Spurs deserve a point out of that game, to be quite honest. I'm not sure we'll be able to have a look at that final goal line save, but we can see this goal again. Wow, what a goal. One last time. Just, yeah, nothing I can say about that goal that isn't already implied by my breathlessness. So let's see how that makes the table look. Right, so we are now in third, where Arsenal have obviously managed to win. Man United are still on a 100% win streak. Who are we playing next? We are away to Bolton. I'll see you next time, guys.